What is going on, folks? Welcome to another live stream of Aviation, and today it's Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome aboard on board the Boeing 787-8 from Kuro. This developer has been modifying the 787 in a very impressive and fantastic way. I do enjoy flying the 787. It does look great, flies great, and it's one of my favorite price freeware aircraft available for Microsoft, on top of the fly-by-wire, of course. The 787-8 this is as of today is at version 2.1.1. Recently has been updated, and we're taking on a short flight, I would say. Well, not super short, but should be a block time of about 2 hours and 50 minutes flight time between Madrid, Barajas Airport, if I say it right, and Tenerife North. So Lima Echo Mike Delta to Golf Charlie X-Ray Oscar. We'll be passing over the ocean for a brief moment until we arrive to the island of Tenerife. We're flying the Air Europa as Air Europa. What's our call sign? Air Europa 9164. I doubt there's any ATC in the area. Let me double check. There's just aero control for me. Huh, it's alright. GCXO, of course, we are loading up passengers and cargo. So far we actually load up only fuel. We only need refuel. So if you're just tuning in, welcome aboard. Good to have you here. We're trying to rebuild the channel, so please help me out to rebuild this channel with, of course, by smashing down the like and the subscribe button and interacting with this video. If you want to see different content, if you want to see something new, or any ideas you have to bring to the channel, please go ahead and leave a comment in the down in the comment section below. Also, join us on Discord. You can find a link in the description, just in the box below. Now let's hop in the flight deck since we're here, and I already have some of these settings up here. So let's go. For me, it's Control 7 up here, and the overhead panel seems in a good state. Back in here. All right, so let's see. All right, see, that's what I was looking for. Position in it, we're gonna set the airport code, Lima Echo Mike Delta. That's Madrid. As you can tell probably from my nasal voice right now, I'm still under the weather, so I want to apologize in advance if I sound a little bit weird, or if just I don't seem super reactive. But the flight plan is already on over here, as in we loaded up on the using the Microsoft flight plan. So we just on the main menu, you can load up your flight plan from SimBrief. Actually, you can download the flight plan in PLN mode, in PLN version, and you can tell Microsoft to select to use that flight plan from SimBrief. Automatically it populates all the navigation information up in our FMC. Our flight number for today will be Alpha Echo Alpha 9164. I keep getting that. 9164. We're expecting runway, we said runway 36 left for departure, but we'll see what we can get if anything has changed. But so far 36 left selected. Performance, on the performance page, we're going to insert all our information that the FMC will use in order to calculate the best way to get from point A to B and the safest way. So weight imbalance, it's very important in this case. We're going to go ahead and open, thanks to this great gadget called Flow, we're going to open the SimBrief panel. That's another add-on that I really love about in Microsoft. So now over here we have the latest flight plan. We can fetch it by connecting your SimBrief account to SimBrief panel. As you can tell, Air Europa 9164, Boeing 787-8, origin and destination, alternate in case we need it, and we'll be cruising at flight level 410. Now we need that information, we're going to add it up here, 410. In the meantime, we should actually let GCXO know to board the plane. That'd be a good idea. If GSA wants to come up.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
I keep getting that message, but we'll continue with this.
Boarding report. Do you want to board crew?
Already both, yes.
Crew bus is coming.
Alright. Execute that. Cost index for today's flight. Company offered us 25. So we're going to go ahead and enter cost index 25 on this side. I'm going to wait for this value. I've been having some issues with this value. I'm going to go ahead in the meantime though load up the plane by using let's see.
This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your. This parking is too small.
All right. 200 hopeful passenger. 17. Okay, we get that message a couple times now. Let's see if the bus are coming or not. Not really, so let's do it again. So. Oh no, that crew is boarding, yeah. It's right there. Crew bus is coming. Alright, let's go back into our FMC. And I'm gonna bring up the also weight and balance tab over here. Now the fuel has been loaded to 50%. We're gonna let that perfect, and that's the way we like, even though we are carrying a little bit more weight than what we planned for, which is fine. We're just gonna calculate everything based on that. Now the payload, that's we're gonna look on the payload page. Let me see if the volume has been too high, Mike. I'm just gonna bring the volume a tad down just for your ear's sake. There you go, a little bit better. Is that for the aircraft in the area? Is that why we... Oh yeah, one plane just landed. EasyJet plane. Anyway, back into here. Sounds like there's another Neo or 787 in the area. But anyway, payload. We're looking at payload page over here. We disregard that number. Now this is in pounds. Fantastic, and we have it in kilogram. So 23,460. Lovely. It's a easy calculation. So let's see if 1 kilogram. We just have to. I can just type it in, so I don't have to do math. We said we have a payload of 23,460 here. That's about 51,720. So I would say 52. All right, 52,000 payload. We actually have the same 51,538. That sounds about right, so we just leave it that way. Lovely. That is set. Reserve, clear message. Reserves. That's how much fuel we are carrying extra. And we can see it over here now too, sorry.
Your cruiser's bus is coming.
Alright, so if you look at our payload over here, reserve, there we go, 1.9, so I'll just say 2. No, actually 1.9, let's be a bit. 1.9, fantastic. See, I don't know that button, to be honest. We're gonna plan for our departure and arrival. Actually, let's plan for the departure first. Simbrief is telling us that we need to have the CCS for November departure, which is right here for 36 left. Fantastic. Enter that one. Now for GCXO, we do expect runway 30. We can quickly check the weather Right, let's see if we can check the weather. So far, say 300 degrees, 16 knots, a few clouds at 700 feet, broken 1000, 19 degrees Celsius, and then 17 degrees dew point, and QNH 1018. Alright, so 3-0, it's perfect. That's exactly what we would like. Most of the time, these winds are kind of like predominantly that direction, that area. So, so far in Madrid, we have 360 at 12, perfectly down the runway. 330, variable 330 to 30 degrees, so a little bit variable, but CAVOX, ceiling and visibility okay. The temperature is 31 degrees, and then dew point is -5. I need to keep an eye on that. I'm not sure if that's correct. That's quite a difference. QNH 1017. Okay. So let's go ahead and do route again. Sorry. Departure arrival. My bad. Okay. Index arrival. We're planning for next page. Localize the 30. ILS Zulu 30 or Yankee. Now we can check together the flight plan now with what we need for our flight. So we be flying. Let's see. Oh shoot, that's not supposed to be on. Anyway, there you go. All right, so see, as this is our flight plan. I'm using there is an app for this, but I find the website just smoother version. So let's see, we have this for our departure. Okay, so we're taking the Charlie Sierra and 3 November, which is this one. So we'll be departing out of 36 left. Where is it? Charlie Sierra 4 November. Sorry. Our nav departure for runway 36 left. Usable between. Okay. It's 250 below 10,000. That's pretty obvious. All right, and then we're looking at. Alright, this is the routing. We have the routing over here. Looking at restriction 240 max and 240. Avila 12,000. 13,000. Flight level 245 at sorry. We have to look at this. 13,000. Above 13,000. That's all we have until we reach Caceres, I believe that's how you spell. GCXO, we're gonna see approach ILS runway 30 Yankee. Let's see this one right here. 30 Yankee. Okay, from Cande. Let's see if we can find also. Let me ping this one down. Maybe so if this will take us to Cande. Will it take us to Cande? No, but it will take us to Tenerife North. And then let's see. Is there another way? Zulu. Oh, this. Let's do the Zulu then. That sounds better. All right, Zulu will be, because Zulu will be. We'll be flying over Tenerife North and then coming back. And that's what it seems much better. Alright, let's do that. Dream Virtual Flight. Ciao, welcome aboard. Sorry, I was just looking at the... I was concentrating on doing the briefing. Sorry about that. Benvenuto a bordo Dream Flight, Dream Virtual Flight. Puoi cambiare l'unità di misura di Microsoft dal menu. Okay. Alright, so we got that. And then what else we need? So we say Zulu ILS 30, right? Transition TFN. Now we're taking the Samar 1 Lima. Let's see if we can find the Samar 1 Lima. Samar 1 Lima. Perfect. Execute. Flight plan is here. So let's do see if we can do quick view. All right, so let's put it on plan mode, and then let's do the step. That's what we call it, a step. Okay, let's go back in range a little bit. Let's see. That looks exactly like what we're planning for. Beautiful. All right, so that's been set. Gonna go back into map mode. Now we can continue with our reference thrust limit. All right, so we can do toga. We'll do definitely toga. Takeoff flaps. Takeoff flaps for this aircraft. Let's use 5. There we go. CG set. Now, do we have any winds? Let's put the wind information in. We said 360 at 12, I believe. 360 at 12. So let's do that. 360. Is that Suite 001 on the voice? It sounds like him too much. Alright. Reference temperature outside is 31 degrees. Quite hot for a night in Spain today. Alright. And then let's go back in here. That V speed 150 and 158. Lovely. Alright. We are basically good to go. We're just waiting for the passenger to be loaded up, and we'll be fine. So since the passenger are boarding, and
Passenger's bus is coming.
it's probably going to be quite hot now on the plane. So let's go ahead on top here and turn on the APU. So I'm gonna do 1, 2. I always do the hydraulic somehow in auto, and then all right. That being said, what else do we need? Packs on for the AC, and turn on the APU. Mr. Valdemar, what's up? Welcome aboard. Good to see you here. Straight from Finland. How you doing? How you doing, friend? You want to do it the way? What was his name? Ex-Concord. How you doing, my friend? All right, so we have. Let's see. I'm gonna see. We have to do APU is rising up over here. We can see EGT is rising 100%. APU is running. We got the information here, and as you can tell, we can also go to the electric panel. See APU gens are on, and they are powering the AC buses. The main, the 2 mains, and the left mains and the right mains. Let's go ahead and disconnect. Oh, it's already automatically automatically disconnects, which
Passengers
is
boarding starting.
well, what's the situation with these passengers? How many are supposed to come? Gonna go to sleep soon? What you talking? You know, I was supposed to stream at noon, but then there was a massive weather. Actually, there's a ground stop, ATC ground stop here in Atlanta right now. I believe the Rome flight has been diverted to Charlotte for refueling because they couldn't land here in Atlanta. So there's a lot of weather right now. It got a little bit better. I didn't want to stream because we had a couple flick, like a power flicker. It flicked for a moment. Like, to be honest, my PC never turned off, but the lights kind of went on and off a couple times. There was a bunch of thunderstorm. There was a thunderstorm around the area, so the weather was pretty rough. And I was like, yeah, I wanted to stream earlier, like at 1 p.m. And then I was like, do I want to risk to burn my CPU, GPU, and just, or you know, to have an issue mid-flight and then having to restart? Let's just plan it later. So it was too much. I gotta go to sleep. Oh, you saw that mess. It was too much. Yeah. I don't know if flights are taking off now. I saw a couple planes landing now. think there's a bunch of people holding in Atlanta, or they were holding. How many buses do we need to get? Hope they're fast enough, these people. Because this is not passenger simulator. This is a Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we're not here to simulate passengers today. I think we're done boarding. Wonderful. Look at that. Got scared. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Air Europa flight 9164 direct service to Tenerife north. You're on board these beautiful Boeing 787-8. We'll be departing soon. We're just waiting the final paperwork and we'll be on our way to Tenerife. Our flight time to Tenerife will be about 3 hours. We're expecting calm weather throughout the flight, and descending to Tenerife will be uneventful. Probably it's not something you want to say. We expect a nice arrival into Tenerife. We do apologize for the late departure from Madrid. We'll be heading on our way to Tenerife soon. Thank you and welcome aboard. So we have information here: doors manual, AP running, a seatbelt sign on. What else do we have? We are good to go over here. Wait just a moment. We'll actually set the final, since 13,000 feet. That's our limit. We need to be on top of that. V speeds we set 158. We'll do 158 plus 10. That's 168 if mathing is not mathing. There you go. Flight director is on runway heading 360. Fantastic. All right. Oh yeah, we have to set up the QNH. Very important. That's the importance of doing of following a checklist, by the way, because you're not just going left and right like I'm doing right now. You're supposed to be doing the correct way. I can get to... Oh, this is the wrong one. My bad. There you go. Hector Pascal 1017. One zero one seven 1017. 1017 set. All right. And that's the crew member. Cabin ready for pushback. We're not doing pushback, but all right. Cabin crew door for departure. Cross check and answer all call. All right, beacon lights on to let the ground crew know about that we're about to shake ground here, basically. Let's have a look. There's still a lot of ground equipment in the area. By the way, this is a freeware. This is the ASOBO default scenery. No mods, no anything. It's pretty good. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Engine shutdown, cabin temperature. I know. We'll work on it. We'll work on the temperature now in a moment. Okay. Let's double check. And it's good. Good. All right. Engine start our procedure. We're going to start engine number 2 first. See it rise. Giving some power. Volume up a little bit. Oh, that's it. Let's change that. Tenerife south says north. That's where we're going. My bad. Thank you, Valdemar. Good catch. All right, engine number one. It's with good engine. You see? All right, we have a good engine. Left engine. Engine number one, start position. Rising. Oh yeah, I know. I'm glad. I'm glad you are. Too bad you cannot fly with me today. Trying to increase the volume here on Microsoft just a tad. Alright, so cabin temperature is gonna get there. Don't worry, don't worry. So also we need to, now that we have hydraulics, 475. It's quite high up there. $475 set. RTO set. Up 5 set. Cabin temperature. See, let's fix that. Fine. The packs are on, everything is on, should be good now. And ladies and gentlemen, we understand that the cabin might be a little bit warmer, a little bit toasty at this time. It is 32 degrees outside here in Madrid, and the plane has been sitting here for a while. The cabin should be cooling off in a few moments as since the engine are up and running now. Once again, we do apologize for the inconvenience that can cause. Be on our way now, and then cabin should be cooling soon. TCAS, where we at? All right, 1,000 set. Norm above. Okay, let's see for TCAS. We want to have it on, and TCAS is over here, I believe. Where is it? Every single time I keep looking at the TCAS, and then I'm like, where is it? And then you're here. TCAS on, weather on. Why am I having a hard time to find it? I know it's right on my... Right here. There you go. Taxi lights on. Park brakes off. Dream Virtual Fly, preferisci 787? I prefer the 787. The A330neo. You mean the A330neo, right? We are not even considering the A330-300, correct? I hope so. Flight control check. Sorry, full left, neutral. Full right, neutral. Full up, neutral. Full down, neutral. Elevator, rudder. Full left, right. And we're moving two at the same time, are we? Yeah. Mr. Berto, welcome aboard. Good to see you here. Just only stopping by. Stop and remain. It's not a stop and go. This is a full stop landing. Come on, man. Oh, Berto. How you doing, Mr. Berto? I saw you were in Captain Geo's stream. He was streaming the Independence Day of Jamaica, I believe. Neo. Oh, okay. So the Neo. So this is my opinion about the A330 Neo. It is a beautiful aircraft. We did a long haul on it, and we had a good time with it. But it's not perfect. Neither the 787 is perfect. All right. And Dream Virtual Flight, I'm responding to you in English just because everyone can hear. I know you. He speaks Italian. I do speak Italian, but just out of you know, for the crowd, since the majority here is in English, right? I'm just gonna respond in English anyway. I hope that you don't mind. But yeah, the Kuro 787, there is a little bit more attention to detail. I feel like they're more scrupulous on their flight dynamics and on representation of a good aircraft, you know, of a 787-8. So I do enjoy the Kuro a little bit more. It flies a little bit nice, and it also, to be honest, it makes me feel like I'm not flying the fly-by-wire 320. You know, that's probably the biggest thing that I have. Hope I'm taking the right taxiway. We'll see. Bingo Alpha would be great. Maybe having the charts is a good idea here. Let me investigate this quick. Let me investigate this very quick. So what should we do next flight? Next flight, I mean, I'm off tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm taking the day off, as in like I'm home. And then I have a reserve. I'm on reserve tomorrow. No, sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm on reserve. Hopefully I don't get called, or if I get called, hopefully they send me somewhere nice. It's always good. Maybe they send me to Hawaii, who knows? To Honolulu or Maui, who knows? But anyway, and then I'm off. So let me see. Wednesday, Thursday. I'm off another weekend there, I think. Yes, but then I have a recurrence training again on Tuesday, I believe. No, Wednesday. Yeah. So we can plan some flight. I want to do some flights with the 737. Right? Let's do some flights on the 73. Where are we going? Where am I heading? Am I heading the right way? Yeah, that's the tower over there. let's have a look. So I'm gonna bring up, close this, and I'm gonna bring up the charts. I need charts because otherwise I don't know where I'm going. This airport is massive. More than massive, it's just spread out, and there's a lot of taxiway. Still better than Chicago. I mean, nothing really. Chicago can be quite overwhelming, I think. Alright, so okay, airport chart. Okay, for 3.6 left. I'm gonna keep going on alpha here, and then there's a lot. There's a lot, and then we wait at Zulu 4. Salim, welcome aboard. Good to see you, Salim. Restart made a good progress. 10 likes before even take out. Nice. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Today we're doing actually pretty well, so keep them coming. Invite your friends over. Let's have a good interaction on the chat too, because actually, chat interaction is one major thing for YouTube algorithm. So people chatting in the chat. That's where they should be chatting. It kind of, I believe it brings the algorithm, it increases something in the algorithm where I just like, oh, there's interaction happening. Say we likes or dislikes, or you know, Eham to Eham. Oh yes, Amsterdam, Chicago, Madrid are awful in that matter. You are absolutely right. I forgot about Amsterdam. Amsterdam is just like someone just dropped a bowl of spaghetti on top of the taxiway and just like, okay, this is gonna be a taxiway, this is gonna be another taxiway, and it's probably it's probably it's one of the worst, especially when you take the taxiway far away. Now, why says cabin temperature in there still hasn't cooled down? Why is that? Bring it all the way down. And we should be arriving, we should be turning on next. This one right here, I believe. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, air traffic control has cleared us takeoff. We're number 1 for departure. I would like to ask flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Alright, let's do a quick check on things we need to do. Auto brake set to RTO, and then fob set to 5 and double check control. Alright, 475 and 475 on the trim. Speed 158 is our V2 plus 10, 168 VREF, heading back to 360, which is runway heading. Altitude set to 13,000. Fuel 37.3, 37.3, 36.5. Okay. Hydraulics are good, all good. Alright. Lights. Taxi lights, sorry. Landing lights on, strobe lights on, check. Fantastic. Having it's freezing. Is that what they say? Maybe it's too cold? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. I don't think it's because it's too cold. I think it's because it's too hot. Madrid traffic, Air Europa 9164. 4787 will be lining up with runway 36 left using the Charlie Sierra departure, 4 November departure. Clock set. Toga. Airspeed is alive. Knots down the runway. 100 knots checked. Controls to neutral.
V1.
Rotate. Pause your rate gear up. And fly this baby for a bit. Nav set. Let me see our alternate. I'll tell you in a moment. Autopilot set. Look at the wing flex. Alternate for today is the Juliet Charlie Foxtrot Victor. I carried extra fuel because I wanted to be realistic. Most of the time, fuel is cheaper in Madrid than in the islands. Every time you fly into an island, you need to remember that everything needs to be imported into the island, that includes fuel. So fuel cost is higher in the island than in mainland. So we need only 17% of fuel for this flight, but we loaded up 50%, so we have enough also for the way back. And in case we need to top it up, we just need to top up a little bit less than normal. I just wanted to do this as how a pilot would actually probably plan this ahead of time. People chatting in the chat. Yes, exactly. People chatting in the chat. Fantastic view over here over the Spanish countryside. Let's have a look at our departure. This aircraft is beautiful. Yeah, that's why the island sucks. The islands are beautiful for vacation, but everything is expensive in the islands. That's a known issue in the islands, unfortunately. They have to get their stuff somewhere, somehow. Do you think it's because it's the cabin, it's too cold, maybe? Oh, maybe 18 degrees Celsius. Maybe it is why. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe it is too cold. Okay, then also it's a good time to retract the flaps while we're distracted there. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got the wrong information from the flight attendants. The flight attendants told that there was an issue with the temperature, and we assumed the temperature was too hot. So sorry for freezing you even more up. Hopefully the temperature will be better now. In and out. Just that's one way to let passengers know. Just blame it on the flight attendants. Yeah, they told me wrong. Alright, so we can go ahead and continue our climb at this point. Flight level 410 is our final flying flight level. 410 set. About 10,000 feet, landing lights can come off. Taxi lights off. Strobe is good. Wing lights. Well, welcome aboard. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and leave a like and a subscribe. We are flying on the Kuro 787-8 version 2.1.1 from Madrid to Tenerife North. I know I put the wrong thing in first in the description, but it's Tenerife North. If you're just tuning in again, you can find the link in the description below for our Discord channel. So we're planning to do another stream next week again on when I come back, which is, when do I come back? That's another problem. You know, you never know what's happening with my schedule. So I got a wing flex. There you go. I'll leave you the view of the beautiful wing flex here. In the meantime, I'm going to check my schedule and see. Now we are heading towards the Charlie Sierra 4 November. Actually, we are heading to Avila. And then Charlie Sierra. Okay. Cacares or Cachares. I don't know how to say it. But hopefully I said it right. Cachares. So then what I need to see now is actually my schedule be set, right? So let's have a look at the schedule. Work schedules tells me that I've been off for 5 days. I think 4 days. Quite a luxury in the summer to be off that long, especially in the airline industry. Yeah, I've been off since Thursday. So tomorrow I'm off, but tomorrow is my off day, actual off. And then 8, 9, 10 I have what do I have? 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10 I have reserve, and then Friday I go to Rome. Earlier than late Rome. Okay, late Rome. Then I have a week off. 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, week. 4 days off. 17 is my birthday. Alright, I have to remember that. 14, 15, 16, 17. And then 18, 19, 20. I have the trip. I have a reserve. 21st of off, so I'm planning to do a stream. Hopefully on the... Oh wow. Yeah. It's not easy. Maybe on the 17th. Maybe on the 17th. On my birthday. Oof. Let's see. Yeah. Well, that's the only day I have technically. Yeah. Probably the 17th. We'll leave with the birthday stream. So it's big party, right? We're doing big. I'm sure we're doing a big party. So not a long haul. So for my birthday, we're not doing long hauls. All right, we're doing something more approachable. Maybe on the 737. Yeah. I do have the Portland scenery. I kind of want to use that Portland scenery because it looks pretty. Look at the engine nacelle that moves together with the wing, independently from the wing. And that's another thing we saw on the Airbus 319 yesterday on the Latin VFR, that the engine nacelle engine has its own vibration than wings. Am I still climbing or not? We're not climbing. We're just burning fuel. Great. Let's do that. And we're climbing again. Alright, since we're 10,000 feet, seatbelt sign. Go auto. And let's see what else. Logo lights can come off. That's it. That's it. Did I start the clock? Yeah, we've been flying for 10 minutes approximately, right? Is that? Yes. But yeah, we plan to do a stream on for my birthday on the 17th. Since I doubt, unless the 8, 9, 10 I get off somehow, or I get back early enough to do a stream. Let's see now, because it's on reserve. I don't know what's happening on reserve. You never know what's gonna happen on reserve. It's, if you're in the aviation industry, you know, ready reserve means like like today, you know, you can just pack some swim shorts. You never know, you'll be in Puerto Rico one day. Oh, now come on, Voldemort, come on, stay in. You get to spend some extra time. You can spend some time. All right, Voldemort, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, we'll see you next time. If you have your PC, we need to do I have the shared cockpit thing. I would like to do some shared cockpit stuff. That's another thing. If anyone wants to do some shared cockpit things, maybe for my birthday we can do we can test the shared cockpit. What do you guys think? I should get it sorted in about 2 weeks. Man, 2 weeks? Alright. Alright, well, I'll wait for you for 2 weeks, okay? We'll do some flight together. Maybe we can do a long haul together, and then, you know, you have to take off. You have to do the takeoff and I do the landing, or you do the landing and I do the takeoff. Or nah, long haul now. Maybe we can do something shorter. Just in case one of us screws up. It's not, we didn't lose like a 9 hours flight in the middle of Wyoming, in the middle of Lorain, Wyoming, trying to get from Italy to LA. But I was planning, maybe we can do we do have the ATR. The ATR is pretty cool. Also, standard. Standard. Okay. One thing I noticed, what is going on with my with the temperature? Why it says that it's too hot now? It's not, doesn't say anything. It's 25. Now, is it too hot? Too cold? What is it saying? That's for 2 weeks from now. That's 2 weeks from now. Okay. I can wait 2 weeks for now. Are you importing your PC from the States, or you're buying a brand new one? Yeah, let's do some ASMR. Did it work? I'm very excited. Actually, I was just looking at the video from Flyby Simulation. By the way, awesome channel. Go ahead and subscribe to, I think his name is Varun from Flyby Simulation channel. First of all, his content is amazing. I love getting the news from him. He he's a great entertainer. He's great at keeping me attached and staring at his screen, and while talking about sometimes boring things that could sound boring, but the way he puts it is it's super interesting and entertaining. But yeah, the 350, I saw the pictures and the videos of that 350. Oh man, it looks beautiful. Not sure how far the 350 is from release. Hopefully not too far out. But I'd love to see a good 350 aircraft for Microsoft. And to be honest, that's all we need. No, let's not say that. We do need a 777 and a damn good 767, because we can't use the Captain Scam 767 or the RHD. I'm thinking about buying the RHD Simulation 767 because I heard that maybe it doesn't look as good as the Captain Sims ones, but it does fly. It's much better, and it has a deeper-ish systems. Now, I think we know RHD Simulation from X-Plane 11. I might have interacted with a guy personally as Discord, maybe. I might be wrong, but that name is familiar, and so hopefully he will bring updates to that 767. If it does, if it brings some updates, maybe, it'd be cool. Or maybe there's a way to bring the 767 from Captain Sim and the RHD together. Bring the systems together, but I doubt it. But I'm surprised that there are not enough mods out there. Probably because it's not open source, so. Let's get the map. Do we need the map? Let's get the map out. Alrighty. I feel like everyone is sleeping in Europe today. Every time I try to fly to Europe, every single air traffic controller disconnects from the moment I connect. It's fine. It's late. I understand. So yeah, the block time for this flight is actually only about 3 hours, less than that. 2 hours and 52 minutes airtime. 2 hours 24 minutes. That's considered 20 minutes of taxi out. So. Alright, let me close that page. All right, now sit back, relax, and enjoy the remaining of 2 hours and 20 minutes flight to Tenerife North. I'm gonna bring some chill music in, and hopefully. There you go. So yeah, so let's talk about this moment for a moment. Actually, let me grab some water. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful view. All right, I'm back. Sorry, that took me a little bit longer. Alrighty, where we at? What's the situation? Let's have a look at the flight deck. That's not the flight deck. This is the flight deck. Porta de Nebura. Top of the descent is in 704 miles. It's not bad. It's around 3 miles. We are 1414 Zulu, so 16. Okay, not too far out. Right, 1414, 1605. A bit more than an hour. Sorry, 2 hours. Oh, you have some headwind though. That's what I realized. And I noticed though there's an issue. I'm not sure if it's an issue, but I noticed that the plane tend to climb and descend a little bit on turns if there's a little bit of wind. As you can tell, it's doing it now. See? Went up and down. See, 500 feet per minute. You can feel it. You can feel it. Alright, so far I see PMDG 737-PMDG 737. That's so far what I'm getting. Alright, well, only one person has voted for now. To see how that goes. Let's see if we can have a better view. I want to have a view like this. Set it up. Does that every single time. There you go. Get this one down here. But you know, let's leave it up there. Up here. It's a beautiful plane though. It's very pretty. A bit too clean, I would say. And let me tell you that it's a bit too clean, but it is a nice plane. I love it. I love flying the 787. What do you guys think? What is your favorite airplane on Microsoft to fly? Payware or freeware? Either. So that mine is the 787-8. Definitely to fly. And it does have by the way, the 787, you can fly that, you know, on multiple type of routes. Since it's also the smallest of the 787, that means it has incredible range, so you can do ultra long haul flights with this aircraft. But you can do short haul flights too, you know, and it's very much an aircraft that you can use for different type of options, different type of routing, different type of streams as well. So while the 737 it has plenty of routes you can do. You can do transcon on the 737 800. You can't do a long haul with that. You can't really go across the ocean, even though I've seen Norwegian coming in with a 737 and some other operators. If anyone knows any of the operators that come to the US with the 737 or uses the 737, just let us know. Let me know. We can do a flight on it. Mr. Lockheed Lockwet, sorry. How do you say it? Please let me know. How do you say that? Hey man, hope you're good. Thanks for the dono, man. Oh, you're welcome. I thought you were busy. Yeah. That was that today? Was it yesterday or today? Yeah, I think it was last night. I thought it was yesterday, but anyway, no worry. All good. All good. It's in good faith. I always invest in streamers or content creator that keep up the good work. So yeah, welcome aboard. Good to see you here instead. Love to see you here more often. We'd love to see you here all the time. You're a good presence here in the chat, so good to see you here, Mr. Lockwood. By the way, Mr. Lockwood is I think I'm saying the name right correctly. Laqwed. That is a YouTube channel, by the way. Go ahead and give him a like and a subscribe if you want. No, whenever you're watching this stream on replay, most probably. But Laqwed, Lima Alpha Quebec Whiskey Echo Delta. Very nice channel, by the way. Yeah. How you doing? What are your next projects? What are you working on? What are you hiding behind your sleeve? What are you going to bring us to the community in the next upcoming streams or videos uploads? Oh, by the way, someone just voted the fly-by-wire 320 Neo. All right, 320 Neo will be. Did we actually fly 320 Neo? No, I don't think so. I'm going to Jazeera Airways, inshallah. Yeah, you flying the 320 Jazeera Airways? From where to where? I need to know what are good sceneries for that region. I wanted to fly Mahan Air 310 actually, the A310 from Tehran to Istanbul today, but I need to learn that a little bit more. Jazeera Airways 320 Neo, okay. Kuwait, yeah, Kuwait is the base. Where are you flying to? Maybe we can, you know what? We could do a nice partner flight stream, or a flight where we just collaborate together and we do a flight deck share. Oh, I see. You are going to Jazeera Airways as a pilot. Oh man, that's fantastic news. Good to know, my friend. Good to know. Awesome. That's good news. That's really good news. I'm very excited for you, man. Good job. Well done. Blue skies to you, my friend, because it's amazing. So you be based in Kuwait. Do you live in Kuwait as well, or you had to relocate to Kuwait? Okay, you live in Kuwait. Awesome. Fantastic, my friend. You're in the UK though. Okay, so you live in the UK now, but you assume you have family or friends or someone? Family lives in Q. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Did you do your training with CDC with not CDC Wings, L3 Academy? What's the other one? Oxford Aviation, or what else? Oh, Kabir and Oxford. Alright, so Kabir and Oxford. So that means you started with Kabir, and then you went to Oxford Aviation Academy. Sorry, my little brother is about to start with Oxford Aviation Academy with the EasyJet pilot program, cadet pilot program. Yeah. Props to you, my friend. I'm very excited for you. See, I decided to go to a different route rather than go to an academy like a Riddle or Oxford Aviation. I went through an airline program, which takes a little bit longer, but it makes it cheaper. And it kind of guarantees you a job with the airline. And I managed to get, I too managed to get the dream, the dream airline I wanted to work for since probably I was a kid. Not since I was a kid, but once I mature. Since I was a kid, everyone wants to work for Emirates, Qatar, all these big, fly the 380 and the 747. But then the reality is that the world out there, it's far much better than just Emirates and Qatar. So I don't know why it keeps doing that though. Sorry, I had the thing right here. Why it keeps see if I can do. Why it keeps doing that? I just don't know how the drone keeps rotating somehow. Was Oxford then went to Kabir? Okay, is Kabir? I remember. I'm not sure if I'm confusing with the flight school in the Baltic, in Lithuania. No, it's not the one in Lithuania or Polonia. Poland is in Italian. Poland, right? Where's Kabir situated? Look, Mr. Lockwood, you should let us know how was the whole training process. Give us a little rundown of what was the best part and the worst part of your flight training. And I'll give you mine after yours. All in UK, wonderful. So what was the best and the worst part of your training? What would you recall to be the best moment of flight training? And kind of like, not the, there's not really worst part of flight training or worst moment. It's probably like the hardest part of your flight training. I definitely remember mine. I'm trying to see where my plane is on the map. Flying is the best part, studying is the worst. I think that we can all agree on that comment. I think we all can say I agree with you. Even though I did good in ground school. But for me, flying is where I'm really good at, yeah. See, that's where I did my flight training here in the United States. And in the United States, you spend less time on the books and more time flying on the plane. So, which I think is really good. But yeah. But not all were good in flying. Yeah, and let me tell you this. You went to flight training while you already had some experience on the flight sim, correct? And same thing for me. I had way more experience than what my flight training required. I went to an aviation high school in Milan, right? And since probably we were 14, 13, we were learning about planes, okay? And we had different subjects across the syllabus, right? And we had air navigation, air traffic control, and the meteorology, air law, and then we had also basically some we call it aerotecnica in Italian, which is basically aircraft engineer, just in general the laws behind why an aircraft flies. Okay, so it's kind of like advanced physics, but applied to aviation. And fantastic, we had also electronics, radar, and technology. So everything that was related. The very first years we learned about electronics in general, and then the last 3 years, it was more specified and applied to airplanes, like radar. How does the radar works? How does a transponder work? Radio call. How's the radio works? In fly-by-wire, kind of learning all that kind of stuff, which really overqualified me for flight training. And when I got to flight training, I was like, oh, is that it? Is that all I need to know to fly a plane? And I'm like, what about this? It's like, yeah, you don't need to build a plane. And it's true, you don't really need to build a plane. But it's good knowledge. More than good knowledge, it's great brain training. When I did my flight training, the best part was probably flying. Exactly, you're right. And then the worst part for me was like the simulation part. Not even ground training, not even ground school, because I'll get so mad when I cannot do stuff on a simulator. Let me tell you. What was that? Oh, that is Raghav. Hey, how you doing, Raghav? Welcome aboard. He's texting us on on VPilot. He say, "What's up, man?" And this is X Concord, by the way. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Come in chat. Come in the real chat over here. Let's talk over here. But now, but yeah, flying in real life is much easier than flying on a sim. The reason why is your body senses everything, right? And you know you're doing something wrong when your body senses a certain force of G, or you know you're doing something right when your body first senses some other motion or other type of motion. So when you're doing, for example, a steep turn, you know when you're doing a steep turn correctly when your body feels that G, and when you come back to your starting position of your steep turn and you feel your own bumps from what's it called, your own turbulence. And so you just do a turn, the way you do a steep turn. When you do a steep turn, you start at it, depending on what aircraft you're using, the speeds, the setting. You do it. If you do it correctly, you're gonna catch your own wake turbulence at the end of your steep turn. And so you can't feel that on a real plane, like on a flight sim. So when you do steep turns on a flight sim, I always messed it up, because I would not feel it. I would not feel the G-force. The flight controls feels different than the real plane, because you're, the Cessna 172 and the Piper Seminole, that's the two aircraft I've flown, and the Diamond, you don't have all that fly-by-wire. You don't have all the electronics. It's all about mechanical, that force, the hydraulics, and you don't feel that on a flight sim. So I was getting so upset, and I really hated doing the flight simulation session, because I thought they were expensive and they were a waste of time. But they're not a waste of time, let me tell you this. You learn how to do procedures on a flight sim so that you do it better on the plane. If you do it perfectly on the sim, then it's probably going to be easier on the real plane, in my opinion. I'm good in sim and real flying. Okay, yeah, I just did not like using the Cessna sims that we had. It was awful. I mean, it was great sim. No, don't get me wrong. Is my microphone? It's giving up on me. But no, it was great doing all that. But it got to a point where I'm like, can we jump on the real plane, please? Flight surgeon, welcome aboard. A bird. I said a bird, not even a board. I'm flying one of the worst transatlantic routes ever. Once I'm done with school, I want to get the PPL. Man, I'm gonna get the flight instructor rating, and then I'll give you the PPL. Listen, flight surgeon, what are you flying? Dublin to what? Boston? That's like a very short flight. Airbus 321 Neo Dublin to Cleveland. Wait, what? Since when? When did they start that route? I tried to do a cinematic thing, but it did not work the way I intended. Beautiful plane, man. Look at those engines, those Rolls Royce. Those Rolls Royce are finger snapping. Alright, see you later, man. Okay, awesome, man. See you next time. Look, a few weeks ago, I'm about an hour and a half behind the real thing. Okay. It started 5/19/2023. Okay, so it's a recent flight? Is that I've never seen it before. Also, when did they get the 321 Neos? Recently? I forgot. I haven't seen those in a while. Also, not Cleveland. Come on. What other routes are they with the 321 Neos? Because we don't have... Oh, we do have a 321 Neo for Microsoft as well. I mean, it's not exactly transatlantic proof, probably. It's a Latin VFR 321 Neo, but... I love the shine, though. The shine that is coming through over there is beautiful. So they fly Boston, JFK, Hartford. Wait, Hartford, like Hartford Airport? Like, what's his name? There's a name for Hartford. What's the code of Hartford? Philly. Okay. IAD and not Cleveland. BDL, oh my god, we put the damn 717 to BDL. It's one of my worst layover. I don't like going to Hartford. Bradley Airport. No, no, no. No, sir. Ain't happening. So they have a crowd. They have enough crowd for them to do a flight over there. Oh, that I mean, that's good for them, but I'm not a fan of it. I'd say Bradley Airport. Oh man, the Airlink is gonna start flying domestic here in the U.S. now. The Bradley to Atlanta soon. And I believe they also fly SNN, JFK, SNN, Boston, so Shannon. That makes sense. Shannon to Boston. What? Holy moly, doing I don't know if I want to be on a single aisle aircraft across the Atlantic for that long. Because what's that? It's let's say Dublin to JFK. They fly to JFK. That's a few hour flight, right? Let's see. Yeah, no. I did that I did the 757 Paris from Raleigh once. Never again. Never again. First of all, there's no crew rest for crew. So I don't even know how a crew on the 321 Neo had. I don't think they have I don't believe they have crew rest. But once again, crew rest is not something that the FAA even enforces. So technically we're supposed to, flight attendants is at least are supposed to be working, was that 18-hour shift or 14-hour shift, depends on the contracts. But that's my question. So Delta has a 321 Neo, not the long range, just 321 Neo, and I haven't seen a crew rest on that yet. But at the same time, there are 767 from Delta that don't have a crew rest, those domestic 767s. That's a beautiful screenshot here. Let me take one. Oh, we're back. I almost... We're back live, right? Please, I need a confirmation. I need a confirmation that we're back live, because I got scared for a moment. Alright, so the one I flew the single aisle on the Northwest 757-300, I think from Bradley to Amsterdam. You're live, by the way. Okay, perfect. Good to know. Never mind. It's a 200. Yeah, so I don't think the 757-300 is actually can fly that far out. I don't think it can. Yeah. I think it can only fly a certain distance, but not that far out. It can maybe because even the transcon, most of the transcon I've done on a 757. I don't know, the 300 goes transcon though, but it doesn't go transatlantic. Because Delta, for example, has a special 757-200 with the Delta One configuration, for example, that has the Delta One seats on instead of the regular domestic first class seats. Darlene, welcome aboard. Welcome back. Did you miss something? No, just the stream decided to cut off for a moment. And Vac decided to say goodbye. He was like, oh, you're doing too much. I can't do this. And he just... So I'm glad it happened on the OBS side and not on the Microsoft side. But it says no data. Does it does it still show that we're streaming, right? So yes, yeah, we had some severe weather. The Rome flight, I think it's still stuck in Charlotte. The flight from Rome to Atlanta, was diverted to Charlotte. I want to say it's Delta flight 215, 214 is on the way there. Oh, no, Delta 67, because Delta 66 is on the way there. Delta 67 is on the way back. Is the flight the way back? Oh gosh, you know it. You know it. You know we're gonna. So it has been all day. It wasn't just a regular storm where you just like oh, it's gonna be an hour, right? An hour of, you can come back from it. But it has been an all day thing. When last time when I woke up, it was around 10 a.m. I woke up a little bit late today, and I was like, there's some specific animals and insect that make a specific sound right before a storm or a good rain. And I told Nick, Nick, oh, today's gonna be. I'm glad today I'm not working, because I would have got rerouted. I would have not got home. I would have been a rough day to work in the airline industry today. If you lived in Atlanta, if you're based in Atlanta. So then he goes, Nick goes to work, and after a while I hear, what's going on? This is thunder. But I mean, when I say thunder, it almost hit the field, the airport. It was so close. And then since then has been rough. And even now, man, the clouds are so dark in the area. So who you asking that, Salim? Flight surgeon. Are you asking Salim? Salim was getting. Oh, Salim. Inshallah, were you getting married? That's awesome, Salim. Well, welcome to the wet life. How do you feel? How do you like it? It's different, huh? Sometimes you'd be like, man, sure you wanted to do this? It's good life. It's good life. There will be up and downs, but you're gonna have a lot of ups, a lot of good time. Make sure you communicate. Communication is very important on a good, healthy relationship, no matter what. Even if you messed up, communicate, navigate. It's kind of like that. Except for communicate here, it's at the beginning of your relationship. It's very important. But I'm so happy for you. I'm so really happy for you. Well, I got lucky, to be honest. Communications were great. I don't even need to communicate that much. We just bonded over very well. So I'm so happy for you. Good for you, my friend Salim. Inshallah, right? Is that how we say it? Did I say it right? Just watching the stream with me. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome to the stream, my love. It's good to see you. Hi. Oh, I forgot. I said my love, but culturally, probably. I don't know if culturally my love is acceptable, but tell her that I have different interests. So when I say my love, it's in a friendly way. Okay. Oh. Oh, so she is your Habibti, right? Is that correct? Habibi and Habibti. I'm learning. I knew if you were acceptable Imino friend. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you too. Well, he's a good man, and I'm sure you're a great, lovely person as well. And you're gonna make a great life together, and you're gonna have some fantastic adventures together, flying around the world. Salim already told me that he's gonna take you in Italy for vacation, right? Is that true? Put you already. I'm putting you already on the spot, Salim. There. Well, awesome. I'm very happy for you too. You know, that's a fantasy. She is lying. Of course. She is smart if she married you, and you are smart if you're married. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm very happy for you two now. So now we need to go on a double date, right, Salim? So when do I come and visit you? When can we come over and visit you? Now, who cooks out of the two? Who cooks the most? And then who cleans the most? I finally got to teach Nick how to make some actual pasta. Alright, Salim, I'm gonna plan it. I'm planning for it, okay? You can't tell me that, you can't say no, okay? You're gonna have to take me to your local spots. She do everything. Oh, wow. Now, Salim, what do you do? If she does everything, you need to do everything as well, okay? Don't let her have the whole joy of doing everything. You need to share that with her. Eating and sleeping. Oh, tell her that I'm gonna train Salim now. I'm gonna come over and train him, so she can have a little rest. You know what? When we come and visit you, Salim, we just gonna, me and her and Nico, we're gonna go out and it's gonna show me around. You're gonna prepare dinner for us. That's gonna be it. We're gonna give a vacation to her. That's gonna be her vacation when we come over. So you tell her, right? You need some actual vacation. Oh man. Maybe eating and sleeping. Maybe it's good that you're not cooking, probably. I will ask for delivery or starve. It's funny, yesterday, actually, talking about, speaking of which, we were like, we were really hungry yesterday. No, 2 days ago. And we were like, I was home all day, but I was under the weather. I'm still under the weather. So I was like, I'm not cooking. And usually I'm the one that does the cooking. And Nick shows up from work, and I was like, I'm hungry. Is there anything ready? I was like, nope. I was like, well, Uber Eats will be. So we just delivered, and we did not even leave the apartment. We literally told the Uber driver to come to next to our balcony. We live at the first floor, basically, and just be like, yeah, we'll be there. We jumped the balcony and got the food from the car, and then jumped back up. We didn't even leave the apartment complex unit. I don't know about that. Yes, I am really good at cooking. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be very honest. I am really good at cooking. It's one of my attributes, probably. And since I'm also, mixed, I'm not. Yes, I'm Italian, but I'm also half Sri Lankan as well. I guess Nick is very lucky that he gets to try all different type of food, like Sri Lankan, Indian, and Italian. Now I managed to learn some American recipes, but there's not much of American recipes, to be honest, apart from a casserole. Right. All right. I'll do this. So when I come to your house, right, when we come to your house, your wife will not be cooking. I'll be cooking for you too. Alright, let's do that. I think it sounds like a plan, right? And next, you two need to come to Atlanta. That would be cool. There's some very good places I can take you. You two come to Atlanta. That's an invitation. Actually, you can fly it through. With Turkish Airlines and Qatar Airways, they have a direct flight from Istanbul and Qatar. unfortunately, Emirates does not fly. Tunisia does not fly here, unfortunately. But where? Flight surgeon. Yes. Send me a DM with your information. You see, in 3 weeks. Okay. I need your flight numbers and something. So, oh my, you going through Minneapolis? I'm not. You know I'm not. You know I'm not Minneapolis, but I'm not in Mini, so I don't live near Mini at all. So none of that route touches anywhere in Atlanta. Why are you going to DCA to go to Omaha? Why do you go to Minneapolis to go through Omaha? And you're not going through Atlanta? Is it faster? I know, yeah, MSP usually tend to have better rates. I mean, what was the difference? $10, $20? Like you save $20, but now you're not seeing your friend? That doesn't sound like a deal. Let me see, I want to see. Let me see, I was reading actually what flights. Cincinnati flight is still cancelled. They still have they still had a ground stop until like a 30 minutes ago. Milan is delayed until 8 p.m. Holy moly. I'm just reading some of the chat that we have of what's happening in Atlanta base, and I'm seeing a lot of people saying, yeah, our flight is delayed until this. Alright. Okay, remember why I didn't pick ATL 1. I didn't pick the ATL 1. Because it got me there at 12:45 a.m. Meanwhile, MSP gets here 11:20 p.m. Wait, what? You're telling me that there's not enough flights in between? How long it will take as flight time with transit? Like to go from I don't think there's they have direct flight from DCA. Oh, it's 4 or 5 hours. Wow, that's quite a bit. Delta, I thought that we had a. I don't know. Do we have a direct flight? Oh, it's Delta Connection. DCA, it's Delta Connection, correct, Flight Surgeon? Is that operated by SkyWest or something? SkyWest or operated by Republic? Okay. Yeah, operated by Republic. God, DCA is another base for them. Well, at least, I mean, with Delta, you're not getting the CRJ 200 anymore. I think who still has a CRJ 200? I want to say United Express. I'm gonna have a look here. What's going on? 373 miles from top of the descent. 58 Zulu. It's like an hour away. A little bit less than an hour away. 40 minutes away. 45 minutes away. Well, the cabin is fine, finally. You know, we should do more of these flights where you think it makes you feel like you're doing transatlantic. You are over the Atlantic technically, and you're actually getting also. You can get and what's it called? The clearance. Crossing the what's it called? The North Atlantic clearance, the oceanic clearance to fly these routes sometimes. So we should do more of these. You know, instead of spending 9 hours staring at the ocean in nighttime, you can do this flight and you are an all time. You're always on daytime. Or you can fly it actually the westbound, but that's a long flight. To stay on daylight all the time, that's a long flight. Looks like departures are back on here in Atlanta because I see planes taking off. But there's some rough weather. Captain Geo, yo, how did your stream go? Welcome aboard. I was in for a bit, and then had a weather issue here. I was supposed to stream right when you were supposed to stream. I was at 2 p.m. I set up the stream, and then I loaded back to my YouTube homepage, and I see, oh man, Captain Geo streaming as well at 2 p.m. So I'm like, let me not get right there at that time. So I'm gonna start a little bit later, so at least I can catch the trail from be behind Captain Geo, because Captain Geo now he's bomb now with the streams. He's damn good. You can join his channel. He's getting monetized. Unfortunately, I lost all my monetization though, so should get back to it. So that's what we need: interaction, likes, subscribe, more people coming in the chat and say hi. That's what we need. Well, welcome aboard, Captain Geo. How was your landing? Also, next week we should do a Captain Geo. We should do a share cockpit thing with a fly-by-wire. Or the 737. Looks like the 737 it's winning again. It was a good stream, Captain Geo, at the Independence Day. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, happy Independence Day, Guangwan, Bregin. Mr. Guangwan. Well, you know what he used to say all the time? Bombaklat. Captain Geo used to say that word all the time. All the time. He would just hop in the chat and capital letters just say it. You will just type it in letter by letter. Boom. Exactly. Exactly like that. It was him and Captain K. Captain K Pitterkin. I saw Captain K today on the Geo stream though. How is he doing? Also, Flight Surgeon, do you have Microsoft yet? Or you don't? Have a look. Top of climate, top of descent, okay. Hi, IFR. We are actually Samar, 339 miles. Okay, Samar is the waypoint, the entry point for the Canaries. Yeah, that's where you have the Canaries control. I have both GCXO and GCTS. Now, who flies to GCTS, Tenerife South? Is there any routes we can do? Just enter in the United States? Man, turn back. Flight Surgeon, turn back. You had your chance. You're almost free. No, I need to buy a new hard drive. Oh. Just enter the United States and turn back. Save yourself if you can. Just, the IRS is already waiting for you with taxes to pay and nothing in return. All you're getting in return is see a bunch of old farts in Congress and Senate. Oh my God! Did you see? Oh, I'm not gonna get into political things, but did you see the guy? What's his name? The old, very old guy, Mitch McConnell, literally just. You're it's a fun guy. Wait, which one? The Georgia or Florida? Because you know I changed states, so because depend now. So I can I know if it's wait, you moved? Yes, flight surgeon. I've been living in Atlanta for over a year now. I don't live in Florida anymore. Especially after the whole issue we had with, you know, just dealing with internalized homophobia and racism with my neighbors. So yeah. Yes, okay. Yeah, no. But anyway, yeah, no, I didn't want to get political, but I wanted to say I saw Mitch McConnell and his performance and his speech. He did such a great job that he was speechless. I was like, is he going to die on TV, or what's going on? What's happening with him? You know. I was like, it's happening. It's happening. But no, at the end it did not happen. It was just, he just had I guess the guy fell. I think he had a concussion or something. Maybe that's repercussion of a concussion. But you know, hope people don't follow doctor's directions. So, but there was this other. I wanted to make a meme out of it, but I need to learn how to do. I want to create a short TikTok video about it, and I'm gonna find a way to do it, and I'm gonna put it. It looked like a petit mal seizure. Yeah, that looked like a little bit like a seizure. Yeah. I mean, the guy was looking. I thought he was about to collapse. No, I was like, Nick, it's happening. Oh man, yeah. Let's leave that topic for another time, but for another type of stream, because there's so much about that. But yeah, you're welcome to the United States, my friend. Bunch of old farts ruling over you. Where your insulin costs as much as a down payment for your house in a year. Speaking of which, I need to I recently did some I had to do some medical stuff, and the bill came, and I looked at it, and I'm like, nah. I was like, next time. There's a below 500 USD. Perfect. We'll see you next time. Hey, bye. I was like, I'm not going to pay for that. I'm like, hell no. Jeez. I was like, just to get me prescribed like some Advil. Did not even do a great job. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Could have done that by myself. Yeah, it's so long. Yeah. It's so long and expensive. It takes forever to get an appointment with a doctor now. Do you remember when, certain people were saying like, when you go to other countries where they have, healthcare that is, what's it called? Free healthcare, the waiting time, it's so long. You can never get, something done. I say no, first of all, emergency stuff are done immediately. You go to the hospital with a surgery for like if you go to the ER, they'll treat you. There's no issue. Now if you want to redo your chest, your boobs, or whatever, you have to redo. And there might be a little bit of waiting time, but not for emergency or health stuff that are important. But then in the US, I I set up a dermatology visit, and it's say, yeah, we don't have any appointments for the next month. Okay, how about next in 2 months? I say, oh, we do it. Yeah, we do it. We have it on Friday. I say, well, I work on Friday, so do you have anything on Monday, Tuesday? No, then you have to wait 3 months. I'm like, dude, like, what is going on? Like, and so it's so long. You know what? It's so long. Flying from flying from Singapore to LA to JFK. Sorry, that's a long flight. How long is that flight? What was the longest flight? I thought that was the longest flight we had on the Singapore to JFK is the longest. But before that, there was another flight that was the longest, and then they stopped doing it. I thought it was a Qantas flight. If not 100, I'm not 100% sure, but I thought it was a Qantas flight that was the longest flight in the world. Perth to London Heathrow. Welcome back, Berto. It's good to see you here again, my friend. There is also Perth to Fiumicino. How long is Perth to Fiumicino? And now Melbourne to Dulles. So that's probably longer. I was pretty sure that was one of the longest flights. By the way, I keep seeing on my YouTube page, on my YouTube homepage, the Airbus 380, but I believe it's for P3DB6 or something, and it almost makes me feel like I need to I have P3DB5. I do have it, and I even have the Quality Wing 787, by the way. So, and I'm almost ready to bring the Quality Wing 787 into this. Should we do it? Should we download P3DB5 again? I have it. So, and I have GSX, so that would work. Perth to Fiumicino is about 15.5 hours. Oof. That crew rest must be long. It has to be long. I can't imagine a crew staying, just not having at least a 6-hour crew rest. What's Delta's longest flight? I think I want to say it's either Atlanta to Johannesburg or Atlanta to Tel Aviv. Atlanta to Joburg, yes. They also fly Atlanta to Cape Town. Well, I thought Cape Town it was seasonal. I'm not sure we still have they still have Cape Town. I want to say Atlanta to Cape Town it's a seasonal flight. No, it's still there. Delta 210. Oh wow. Is it a 350? They usually operate 350 on that route. Which everyone's been complaining, to be honest, about the 350 because it's always payload optimized, and most of the time, sometimes they have to do a technical stop for refueling on that flight. So the 350-900, while yes, it's great on fuel efficiency, performance, sometimes I heard it's a bit rough. You can't do the same routes that Delta used to do on a 777-200, for example. And if they do, they have to be heavily payload optimized, which means sometimes they even leave 30 seats open. They used to send their 777 to Bombay, but that isn't likely with an A350-900 because the Russian airspace being closed. Exactly. No, it is in the projects to bring Bomb India back, but I think they are waiting for either Airbus to come up with a 350-900 package that will, make it better, like not a Neo version, but they already retuned this 350 couple times at this time. They had the performance package or whatever, the 350 that they have they have two variants, I guess, of the 900 already. The early version and the later one with different type of package that will allow to fly further. The 1000 is supposed to be the one that I guess can fly further routes. But it's funny because Delta used to have 787 in order because Northwest ordered a bunch of 787, but when the merge happened, they never canceled the order, but they let it kind of like fall. And now I think that they canceled the order at this point. They're gone, all gone. But Delhi is doable from JFK or Boston or Detroit, I think. Yeah, but most of the Delta 350 are in Detroit, as I like to say, Detroit. They used to send their 777. Yeah, so it's kind of a shame that the 777 has left the Delta fleet, but I understand why they did. I understand why they did that, as fuel efficiency. Yet they're older planes, so the maintenance now is higher. The 777 was definitely an older plane, and Delta I think was going towards. I'm not saying it's going towards an all Airbus fleet because they just ordered a bunch of 737s and bought a bunch of 737s, but I think they on a wide body they want to stick with the Airbus. Air India took them. Like, Air India bought a bunch of aircraft recently. Like when I say a bunch, I think they put us the biggest order. Did they not put one of the biggest orders out there? I thought they did. And then is not Air India now handled by the Tata Group? I think. They fly San Francisco to Bombay, San Francisco to Bangalore on those 777. Oh, that's a nice long flight. I like the 777. It's probably one of my favorite aircraft. It just probably is definitely one of my favorite aircrafts. And while the 350 I think has the most sexiest looking aircraft out there for wide bodies, 777 it's my favorite plane to fly on. It just landed when I had flown British Airways from London Heathrow. Got a very blurry picture of it. You can send it to Discord. The 777W. Oh yes, yes. It's a nice looking, but I do think the 350 looks better. I do believe the 777. Let's have a look. Let's have a side by side. I don't know, it looks massive. It does look massive. Let me see if I can have a picture from the front. I think the front is I think the front is what makes the real difference, to be honest. Let's see. Let's have a look. Oh, these 777s front views. I'm not saying it's a bad looking plane. I do believe that it's still a very good looking plane. But in my opinion, alright, we're back. We're back. We're back, right? Are we back? All right. If anyone can tell me that we're back, please let me know. Are we back again? Okay, good, good, good. Okay, I'm not gonna show you but you can do it yourself if you want to, because apparently as soon as I switch to one of the views here I have, it decided to go in its own way. So we're not we're not gonna do that again. Now we learn a lesson. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We totally. It's good. All good. It's all right. I don't want to. I don't want no deep venous thrombosis. What do you mean you don't want to? What is this supposed to mean? I would only do it if I got mileage ticket in J. Oh wow, yeah. Do you have status with United? Flight surgeon? Oh, there's thunderstorms in the area again. There's definitely thunderstorms in the area. Alright, winds are 300 at 16, 10 visibility more than 10k, few clouds 700, broken at 1000, temperature 19, dew point 17, QNH 1018, still there. Alright. Hasn't really changed, huh? It hasn't changed actually at all. Oh, yes, yes, yes. But you know what? What I actually don't like, it's when passengers, it just gives me, I understand you just do walk around the cabin, you know, just walk it. But first of all, for federal regulation, you can't even stay next to the galleys, and do not create like a, create a group and stay in next to a galley, aircraft galley, or near the bathrooms. But what I don't like is when I see people coming to the back galley or the front galley and just standing there for 10-15 minutes, and I'm like, why would you do this? Like, the crew already has to, you know, deal with 300 people for 15-12 hours, and the back galley, sometimes it's their moment to just, you know, not detach, because they're still on duty. They still have to check the hall lights and walk around the cabin every once in a while. But it's that moment where they can just like be themselves, and not be themselves, be by themselves, and detach from the rest of the cabin, right? A little bit of privacy there. We can chit chat about, you know, the plus and the minus, whatever. But then there's people that just sit there, and then they go and talk to the flight attendants for hours and hours and hours and hours. And the flight attendants are sometimes just nice and just be like, oh yes, yes, oh of course. But I'm like, sometimes I don't know if they want to hear your life story. Not everyone, of course, you know, but there's people that just they stay in the galley and do their yoga. And I'm like, the galley is not the place for you to do yoga. The plane is not a place for you to do yoga. You know, you can walk around, but I seen people sprinting on the plane. I seen people doing sprints, doing yoga classes. This is one person that got the yoga mat and they put it down next to the bathroom, and I'm like, what are you thinking you're doing? Like, first of all, that yoga mat next to the bathroom, you might not want to use it ever again after this flight. The second, it's just, No, it's just not something. Just watch a movie, walk around, just to get your blood flowing. There's actually on some of the flights, like Delta, for example, they actually have a way to show you how to get your blood flowing by even just moving your feet and your legs instead by remaining on your seat. Thank you, Salim. Appreciate it. Yeah, it hasn't changed the weather at all. We good, Avio. I was listening. I was away from my phone. Okay. Alright, got it. No worry. Thank you so much. That's why I never talk to FA more than needed. They're going to do their job and don't like to Yeah, I mean, at the time you can tell, there's vibes. You can tell if someone is willing to listen to you. There are moments where I'm like, I want to engage with you and I'm okay. But some people they're not really good at getting social clues or visual clues. They're not really good at it. I've seen flight attendants moving the whole galley upside down, and this guy, girl, is talking their ear off while they're working. The flight attendant's like, okay. But they never, they're like, okay, you're not getting the social, the visible, audible, social clue that maybe this person doesn't want to be disturbed at this time or want it to be let. But no, some people don't. If you stay seated, blood just chills and doesn't go back to the heart, which is not good. Well, there are exercises you can do on a plane to get your blood flowing. And you can walk up and down the aisle. Doesn't say that you cannot. As long as you don't do sprints. That one guy that had on a flight that decided to just do sprints. He started running onto. Well, first he did a quick run on next to the bathroom, without moving, just what's it called, a stationary run by moving the legs. And I'm like, first of all, there's crew rest down there. There is a crew rest on the 767 right on a 330 right there where you are stomping, and I'm like, don't do that. That is not cool for the people that are trying to get the 3-hour sleep. If Stacy, it's because if you walk around you get blood venous. It's because if you walk around you get good venous backflow. Okay, I'm gonna ask my cousin how they feel when people talk with them. I want to get their take on it. Are you cousins cabin crew or flight attendants? Let's have a look over here. Where's our top of the sand? Feels like it's forever. It's there. It's there. It's coming. 15:47. Oh, 15 more minutes. Yeah, ask them. I mean, it depends on what route they fly. Sometimes they fly short flights, and they don't really care, right? But sometimes when you're on a long flight, then ask them, if you're on a long flight, do you like having passengers in the back galley or in the front galley? Not even just talking to you, but even talking to each other. It's just a space. That's their space. The galley, their. Not gonna say it's their galley, it's everyone's galley, but it's kind of is, right? So sometimes you want to give that space to them. I'm the person that usually go and have a conversation with the crew, for example, and but I get the social clues, and if I see that they're busy, I'm not gonna go and talk to them. If I see that they are having their own moment, that they're talking to other colleagues, I'm not gonna go interrupt their conversation and introduce my conversation. I'm just gonna say, hey, how's it going? Easy, simple thing, conversation stuff, and then walk away. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my flight in that back galley. Oh, in that front back galley. And also, I believe I need to the central tank is probably empty now. Not yet. We never use the... We never use these things. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can get 20 likes by today. No, let's see, maybe not today, but hopefully, maybe. We'll never say never. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna grab a cookie, literally. So 30 seconds to a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just realized today is trash day, so I have to bring the trash out. Alberto said, my first cousin, she only works here in the US. My other cousin is with the Big Boys Airline. Oh, okay. Berto, is your other cousin working based in Atlanta? I don't think they would mind revealing what airline. Okay. Well, that's weird. Why my stream is deter. It's looks a little bit worse than before. Is it me or it looks worse? Yeah, there's like micro stutters. My cousin's based in San Diego. Let me see. Oh no, you don't have to tell in public. You don't have to tell in like on social media. You don't have to tell me in chat here. Most of flying Delta, DCA, Atlanta to Omaha for Thanksgiving. By the way, Thanksgiving I'll probably be working. Not sure where. What is going on with my stream? Okay, it looks a little bit better now. Somehow it was having a stroke, my stream. I'm having some sun chips juice just because I'm in Atlanta, so you want to have some chips with few Atlanta-based flight attendant or cabin crew or pilot or engineer, you know. Oh, my OneDrive is doing something. That is why I need to deactivate OneDrive when I'm flying. I can't have OneDrive uploading stuff while I'm streaming. They're pretty chill. Okay. San Diego is a base for. Is this Southwest? Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is exactly right. Just sent you my details for November 22nd. Where did you send it? On Discord or something? Oh, you sent as a DM. Oh wow, Nick just sent me a picture of the weather in Atlanta. The weather he can see. I'm gonna upload that in here on Discord. You guys can have a look. Let's see. I'm gonna put it on in general because it's not aerial photography. That's a front. That's a massive front. I posted on my Discord channel. I don't know if you can see it. That's what he saw. Oh wow, and it's actually getting worse now here. Let me see. Let's see the weather. Yep, another part of the front coming through. It's been all day like this. This is gonna affect operation for a long time. Text. Did you text me? Dude, did you text the right number? Oh yeah, you did. Oh, I was reading as a 1-800 number. No, it's a 860. Okay. Oh, look at you, bougie. Look at you, bougie. Uh-huh. And when is this again? Let's see. Is there a date? Why there's no dates? 107 days from it. Oh man. Yeah, I know. Sometimes Delta, you know when you're lucky, when you are doing a domestic flight and they put you on an A350 or an A330 or a 767 and you get to do the Delta 1. Yeah, looks like operation are halted in Atlanta again. Let's have a look. Also, I need to descend probably soon. Yeah, coming back soon. Why there's no tower? I don't see tower. No tower frequency, just ground. So right now the ATL is winds are fine actually, 10 cm, but less with thunderstorm and shower rains.
5 when you get there. Alright, we'll give it a 7-3. About 5, whatever. 4.5, please. Ground, Delta 1563 is clear of a 26 left on Echo 1 for ramp 2.
Delta 1563 on ground, taxi ramp 2.
Taxi ramp 2, Delta 1563.
Once the departures are able to get going again, monitor 123, 185.
2385, wants to hold with the Charlie, 4048.
American 1315, Mike, Lima 3, ramp 1.
Oh, that's ramp.
Go ahead for United 652.
United 652, advise when you're ready to move with that new Halo departure, expected 27 right departure.
Roger, we'll let you know when we're ready. We'll change the box up for 27 right, United 652, thank you.
Oh, they're changing everything now.
Ground, good evening, Delta 947, 3 North Victor. Delta 947 at line and ground, runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot. 26 left via Foxtrot, Delta 947. United 652, can I move you up a little bit?
Absolutely, United 652.
Alright, United 652, well actually, so go ahead and start taxiing on Foxtrot. Do you know how long it'll be? Because that'll depend where I hold you.
It'll be probably another 5 minutes, just so that way we can get the box set.
Right now, I'm looking at the taxiway. Everything is
Okay,
blocked.
United 652, Foxtrot 51 Echo, hold short.
Let me see. I had booked I had that one on what is it goes? I had that one on United. I had booked Bangalore to Singapore, then San Francisco to Omaha on Singapore. And United got an email from United saying that San Francisco had bad weather, so they invited me to take a San Francisco to Denver flight, which was operated 777 on with Polaris. Oh, nice! I like the Polaris actually. set to 10,000. All right. If I was a real pilot, I'd say who I work for personally. I'd say who I work. Well, to be honest, it has been clear at this point. I think who I work for. Just if you get the clues. Oh, look at this! You can see the island. If you get the clues, you can already tell who I work for. But I'm not gonna say it specific. Like I have nothing against of saying who I work for. The only thing is, I don't want to anything that I say to be associated to my job, right? And that's out of respect for my job. It's not even for me or anything. It just if I mess something up, if I say something during one of my streams one day that does not reflect what the company policy or guidelines or the company's views are, correct? If I say something that goes against what the company views are, you know, I can have my personal life, correct? And I can say whatever I want and I feel like. But the moment I say, hey, I work for them, I'm automatically putting that same company in jeopardy. Because they say, oh, okay, now he said that he works for them. Now do you guys allow that to happen? Ooh, there's the 737 that just landed. I think they're allowing some sort of landings every once in a while. Oh, we started descent. We make the announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from your flight deck. We start our initial descent into the Tenerife North Airport. We do expect a smooth arrival into Tenerife, and they'll be landing in about approximately 23 minutes. Just a few clouds over the airport, and then we expect winds from down straight the runway from the north side. Temperature in Tenerife is 18 degrees Celsius. Hope you enjoyed your flight flying with the Air Europa today. At this time, we'd like to ask our flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Yeah. The Denver to Omaha on a 737-8. Yeah. 737-8. And also United has probably... I'm not a fan of some of the... I think Delta is the only carrier that has screens on all their planes. Except for the 717 and selected 737-900 that were recently bought by from Lion Air, and they haven't been reconfigured yet. But the 717 doesn't have a IFE. I think there's only two or three 737-900 that don't have an IFE because they just bought them from Lion Air. All other aircraft have IFE, and United, I believe, only some of the 319 have IFE. And I totally respect your privacy of your own. I appreciate it, Berto. And again, it's not. I don't have any problems to come to you, you know, in private as a DM and say, hey, I work for them. But not in something that stays public, you know. If we meet out for dinner, I have no issue telling you. It's like, hey, this is here. Yeah, that's who I work for, you know. Then of course I asked you not to just spill it out in chat. But it's just it's less of a headache for me when I stream. You know, I can have a little bit more free will on what I can say, what I cannot say, by not telling my audience who I work for. And I know the airlines look into social media and all this stuff, especially when they see, oh, this YouTube thing says Delta because I'm flying a Delta livery. Who knows? Well, this one says Southwest. So then the Southwest people will be like, oh, let's see what this video is about. It's like, oh, well, he sounds like one of our employees. He should not be saying that, you know. And that's that's right for them. They should, follow up and then and ask, why did you say that? That's not our company, but the company views this matter. So it just there is a freedom of speech, but remember, when you work for a corporation, you also need to be having the best interest of the company you work for in your hand too. In the meantime, I'm eating sun chips, cheddar sun chips. Are these cheddar sun chips? No, they're not. They are garden salsa. Oh, they're good. Like, I'm very proud for the company I work for. You don't understand. There's a part of me that's wanting to scream like, "Hey, I work for," but I just decide not to. Now, on my personal private social media, I don't hide it. But I don't need to hide it on my personal private social media. But for the rest, for the public, where I try not to. But yeah, these planes on the tarmac are not moving. They're not moving at all. Let me see if I can post a picture on Discord. There you go. I posted a picture on Discord saying those planes have been sitting there for almost half an hour. Well, we should be briefing our approach, should we? I don't even know if I can try to do to see if I can showcast it. Oh no, I can actually. We can, and we will. Now this is a frame rate hogger. I think every time I open this, it's just gonna slow down the whole system. Oh, I see thunder. So we are on the approach, on the arrival, sorry. We're heading to Tenerife North, VOR 117.7, and then we're gonna. That's all. This is a super easy approach. I just noticed that on this plane, I feel like I am a little bit to the side of the. Oh, maybe just how the thing is tracking. Maybe it's not. We should just chill. There you go. Now, we're doing ILS Zulu. Which is this one right here. ILS Zulu. Let's brief the approach chart. It is 118.7575. We are going to be on Unicom for the approach and tower and ground. 122.8. We'll be monitoring that frequency. Are we on that frequency, by the way? I never even checked that. No, that's why I could not hear anything, and people could not hear me. Okay, anyway. Tenerife, 122.8. Localizer on ITF is 110, which ITF is, what's it called? ITF, yeah. That's the identifier for the localizer. 110.3. Final approach course 295 degrees. 4300 at DME 6.9 from ITF. Now we're gonna check out the minimums for decision altitude and decision height. Since we're doing precision approach with the ILS, we're looking into this ILS Charlie 2342. Decision height is 335. Let's go ahead and put that in. Show me. The Paro radio. Oh, see, it has this thing where all of a sudden it'll go from 300 to 700, and I'm like, I never did that. We're approaching this very quickly. 335 set. QNH 1018. So let's do that now. 1018 set across. 1018. 1018. It's probably wrong because the transition level is different than the transition altitude here. Than the one in the US. Okay, so we set those information up. So look, airport elevation is 2077, runway elevation 2007. Minimum sector altitude for the TFN for the Tenerife North VOR 6500 for us. That's what we're looking at, and that's what we have to consider in case we have to do a holding. Okay. Then missed approach procedure will be climb straight ahead to FB locator, then climb to on the 295 radial to 5,500, maximum 185 knots. Then turn right, direct to VOR to the VOR, and climb at 6,000. TFN VOR, I see. TFN, so it'll be 295 and then straight to TFN VOR on the turn right, direct to VOR, and then hold at 6,000 feet there. It's very easy missed approach. Missed approach, there you go, ILS, missed approach climb gradient, minimum 5% for minimum based on minimum 4% and 2%. See another chart. We can definitely do a 5%. Oop, just so a thunder. Minimum holding altitude is 6,000 feet, 210 knots. Altitude set HPA in hectopascal, runway elevation 71 hectopascal, transition level by ATC, transition altitude 6,000. So technically this is wrong. We need to be on standard still. And then at 6,000 feet, sorry, at 7,000 feet, reflight level 70. Now we need to get some drag out here because otherwise we're not going to be able to descend. Because we're supposed to. And turn the seatbelt sign on. The moment, yeah, all set. If not, receive different instruction from ATC cross 12 DME 12 ITF with 210 knots. 9 DME at 85. 4 DME at 160 or equivalent distance from threshold without ILS DME. If not able, notify ATC the first communication. Okay. Max 15, 20, 25 degrees. So we need to get the speed down because otherwise we're not going to be able to do these turns. As a matter of fact, we do have 5,000. I don't see a speed restriction though. 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come on. Alright, we briefed the approach. We set the box with 335. I like this a lot, actually. No, we haven't completely briefed the approach, though. Oh, flap setting 145. me get my little pad over here to write down every information I need. So we said up 3145. Okay, and then we say the speeds are D12 at 210, and then D9 at DME9 at 185, and then D4 at 160. All right, I'll try to see those. In the meantime, my ITF localizer DME is available for us. Here we can see it. Once we land, we're going to plan for arrival runway 30. No entry from there, I think. Oh, we're going to try to take E2. Yeah, we'll probably try to get E2. We'll close these to get better frames. FMC drag still on, right? Is it unable to maintain VNAV descent or extend as required? Oh, we already did that. Okay, CF30, lovely. I'm gonna go at speed 1, flaps check, speed check, flaps 1. Auto brake set to 1. Lights on. Look at these beautiful boats. Oh, I messed up. Big time. It never descended. It never descended because it was never asked to, it was never told to descend. Yeah, no, good luck. Alright, my aircraft. Not my aircraft, we'll just do heading. And then we'll just go down speed. Make sure that it is not 747 on runway as you land. I know, right? Sorry, folks. I was doing a brief and I completely forgot that we missed missed one of the things over here. Let me have flight control replay as well. Flaps 2 set. Right, telling me that I have the thing still extended. We're kind of low, so let's do 185 for now. All right, let's see the charts. All right, so we're doing the Zulu. Let's do 5,000. We were not super high, but still quite high. All right, time to turn inbound. And time to record as well. This is GCXO arrival. I didn't have to go all the way that far out. Alright, 130. Reciprocal, alright. In the meantime, I do have the localizer also available here in the glide slope. Alright, go ahead and put your landing rates up since we're about to land. Hopefully this time, this is a good time. Has to be a good time, right? And Tenerife North. So traffic, Air Europa 9164. Heading about to intercept the ILS 430, runway 30. I'm like, where are we? Okay, and we'll set over here. Arm, perfect. That's one thing. 1018. Next. Pre-brake arm. I'm not sure. Flat 15. Speed 166. Speed check. I put 9,000. Oh, damn. This is a VNAV path, not glide slope yet. You can even go for a visual from now. Enable 2. Alright, give us some speed brakes there to help that speed. I'll say approach 2. You can see it over there. That was a 300. Not supposed to intercept the glide slope before. That's why you're supposed to technically be up here. This is not exactly the way you're supposed to be doing this, but we'll have it work. Speed check. Flaps 20. Right. Gear down. Cleveland, oh wow. Oh yes, Cleveland is getting some nasty weather as well. I think it's this whole East Coast now. It's pretty rough. Beautiful. Look at this, by the way, folks. Oh man, fantastic approach here. Speed check. Flaps 25. Get out. Speed check. Flaps full. Select bug on the 295 and just look for a go around case. Speed 145 approach speed, landing speed, +5, 150. Check my airplane. Aiming to the numbers.
500.
My throttle.
Minimum.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ooh. Sixty knots manual braking. I'm gonna take the high speed exit out here. These are not taxiway, alright. I wish my cloud did not look like that, but unfortunately for performance sake we'll have to deal with it. Speech, okay, pops up. Very tight corner, by the way. Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. Clean up the aircraft. APU. Okay. Well, we're just not gonna look at that, but it's okay. I think it's Tango 3 for the one with the gate.
The chosen position is too small for your aircraft.
Next takeoff and land. Next takeoff or landing with the hood. Oh man, I don't know. To be honest, it kind of it gets in my way. I'm not gonna lie. I can try. Taxi lights off. Look at those flags going all over the place. I have both, but I think I need to follow the Marshall if I want to use GSX. I can barely see you. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. Park brake set. APU running 100%. Engine number 2, engine number 1 cut off. And 1 below 20%. Strobe lights can come. Beacon light can come off. Flight attendants doors to manual. Wow. Welcome aboard, by the way, Mr. DeBarkis. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Once again, if you're just tuning in, smash down the like and subscribe button. Let's see, lights just shut down, landing altitude, whatever, that's fine. Fuel pressure, okay. APU still running. Okay. It is time to disembark.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Yeah, that's fine, don't worry.
Deboarding requested.
That's another thing with GSX they need to fix. The door only opens after the jet bridge has been connected, not before. It's a safety thing. I wonder if we can see people getting off.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, welcome to Tenerife, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, you can see them. Beautiful. Another successful flight. Let me have a look. What's the landing rate? Landing recorded at minus 10 feet per minute. I don't believe in that. That's what I'm reading from a new landing report. Landing report as 10 feet per minute, 136 knots at 118 G. 1.18 Gs. Okay. So that's beautiful. Love to see these people going through the jet bridge. Through the jet bridge, it's actually. Fortunately, it doesn't really. Yeah, it's alright. It's okay. We just have a look from here. This guy stole us this jet bridge. Let me finish the flight here. That so far is probably one of the best landings I had. Minus 10. The wind correction, I think I corrected the winds a little bit too much at the end, but for regarding the once I landed. Thank you, Gio. Thank you, Alberto. This is gonna be fun. I know. I want to see your landing as well. Are you gonna be streaming it, Flight Surgeon? Well, this is gonna take 65 people. All right. Once this is done, let me turn off. By the way, flight control, replay, load flight, flight 5, play a situation. Okay. You can get on Discord. Okay. Well, we can check it out on Discord. Yeah, we can stream it on Discord. I believe I still have my thing there. 94 passenger, 96 passengers, so we're halfway there basically. 158 miles from okay. My Alexa's reminding me to drink water. I did not even cough. Mr. Hi, welcome aboard. Good to see you on board. As soon as everyone is off the plane, we're gonna start our replay. I just noticed that if I don't do it, if I don't remove all these equipment and close the doors and everything, it will not work properly. So also bit cargo pallets. I was expecting them to use this door for the smaller cargo. Why everything has to go on a pallet? Is they going on vacation? All right, once again, make sure you press down the like and subscribe button, folks. Interaction is what I need for this, what we need for this channel to grow back. Since YouTube is looking for public views and interaction in order for me to get back to the monetization and all that fun stuff that we had, a super chat and, you know, cute little things. 190, come on. It's literally row 50 now that it's that has 7 kids. Dad already has walked off the plane, but the mom is carrying the 7 kids, 3 bags, and the carry-ons. 4 people in. All right, I think we're done, right?
Do you want to deboard crew?
Sure, both.
Crew deboarding starting.
Thank you. How long have we been streaming for? Well, 3 hour. Oh, what's the flight time? I never checked that. We landed like 10 minutes ago. We are. What? Where? Did anyone see it? Well, anyway, we land. I think we did in 3 hours, right under 3 hours. Berto, you can do shorts on one of your missions, Aviaman? What do you mean shorts? Like a YouTube shorts? I know YouTube shorts actually gain a lot of popularity very quick. That's the purser. The purser's, she's leaving. She did a cabin safety check complete and she's out. By the way, the scenery is beautiful. It's from MKStudios. I do like MKStudio sceneries. Sometimes they do have an issue with
Pilots deboarding starting.
frames. And also this is such an unrealistic GCX thing. The pilots are the very first one to leave the plane most of the time. So unless it's international, then on international flights, yes, you know, like a transoceanic, I seen them, you know, leaving the same time or with the crew. But on domestic, the pilots pilots are the very first one to leave, especially if you have a if they're connecting for their commute flight to go home. Like V1, yeah, I know. I heard that. I heard actually the shorts are very popular, and they help a lot. I'm gonna try to do some shorts. I have a program now, a software to do some video editing. Try to do those a little bit. Okay, GSS is gone.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Fantastic. He's gonna say that again.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
One more time, sorry
This
folks.
parking is too small for your aircraft.
Oh, hold on. Let me do this.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
There you go. Fantastic. That's it. Now let's do a replay. I'm gonna turn on the lights.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
I know. Just relax. And then we'll do replay. Load the flight. and GCXO. Let's have a look at this replay, shall we? Alright, so let's give the OBS a moment. He's having a little stroke there because I opened up. Every time I take a screenshot, Streamlabs have the little strokey stroke time. I think we're good over here now. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of the GSX thing. Alright, let's have a look. Let's get a little bit closer for the landing. Oh, fantastic. I was going to say, where's the landing gear? I wonder if this is FS realistic doing this head thing. No, it's not.
FS realistic connected.
Beautiful approach. It's beautiful scenery. I can only imagine what can be when if I had a 4090. I did aid a little bit of runway. Unfortunately, the reverse thrust do not show up, but they are there. Sorry, folks. Just don't remember my camera settings. Looks so realistic. The boats and ships in the back. Yeah, flight surgeon. You got it. OG GSX left a little surprise here. I don't know what's going on with my frames there. My frames are great. On the stream though, they don't look great. There's no skip frames or anything. Drop frame 0%. Or maybe it's my connection. What's going on with my connection? Maybe it's that. Oh, it's trying to... I know what's going on. Let's have a look at another landing view. Oh, we never disconnected from VATSIM neither. Alright, let's have a look. Let's go back again. Let's have a look from outside this time. I'm not sure what exactly is going on with my stream frames. Hopefully, it still looks decent. So look. Beautiful. Too bad the wing flex doesn't look as great on landing or on replay. If only we had like a replay mod like we had on X-Plane, you know. Let me see what's going on with my thing. Meantime, let's have a look. Another one over here. So I'm gonna position myself out this time with the camera. So I'll do this, this, this. There you go. Where's the plane? There you go. Yeah, good luck. I can't catch up with the plane. We already landed. Good landing. Too bad the wing flex is weird. Fantastic. I ate a bit of runway there, but we had enough runway. Oh, she came down quite hard, but it's alright on the front wheel, but it's alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in on today's live stream. We'll be streaming again next week on the 737-800, apparently. That's what everyone wants to. If you go on the Discord channel, the flight surgeon is streaming its own little arrival into Cleveland. Apparently today, it's flying the 321 Neo from Dublin. So once again, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, but join us on Discord. Link you can find the link in the description down below. Please go ahead and leave a comment on what would you like to see in the channel in the next future, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much everyone for joining. The flight surgeon Alberto Dibarquis. Let me see, who else did I miss? That's because of the slight float. Yeah, I had a little float there. Captain Gio. Yes, and then Salim and his wife. Everyone else that joined us today and then will join us in the near future by looking us on replay. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining in. Take care, everyone. Be safe and be kind to one another. Blue skies, everyone. Take care.
You've been lost and alone in the city.